Well, I loved the character. First of all, they told me I could be this, kind of Svengali mind tripper. And I went, well, that's good. I'm in the mood right now to just jump in and do some stuff with people and mix it up with people like Steve Carell and people I admire, So just do these smaller parts that are just about kind of burying myself in a character and doing something different. He was very rock and roll, so I was like, I was there. Then we got the makeup. I designed the tattoo myself, and then when we got the wig on, it completely changed my take on the character immediately. It's like the director came in and said, "Wow, that's amazing. What is this?" And I said, "No, he's got a Christ complex, this guy, and he's amused by your tiny brain." Fantastic. He's a great guy, and I think he's one of the great comic actors ever. So, I really, any chance I get to jump in is really fun. And he's just a super guy. And Steve Buscemi is somebody I admire greatly, and I've always wanted to do something with. And got Gandolfini, and I mean, just amazing people in this movie. Gandolfini was hilarious because he's used to a dramatic environment, and with being very intense. And, every once in a while he'd go up on a line and rhyme a bunch of curse words off in front of children, and stuff. It was really fun. But then there's Alan Arkin, who I'm just such an absolute fan of. I mean, I just have such respect for him. So it's all good, It's just a fun group. Yeah, fly in the ointment. Yeah, definitely. He's the edge, and the not necessarily a good edge, a very hard edge. And I wanted to take kind of Chris Angel and David Blaine and just what's the next step? What would the next step be? Kind of the way the world is going, what would it be? And I figured this is it, a guy mutilating himself for your enjoyment. Oh, fantastic! Wonderful. I've been a fan of his anyway. I mean, I've seen his show a bunch of times and stayed on his private island, which was kind of cool. He's an interesting guy. Really interesting guy and fantastic. Kind of innovator. And that's the guys that I like. I'm not like that crazy into magic. I do, respect the guys that actually engineer these illusions. That's really fascinating. So it was great to have him on board. No, no, not at all. I liked it okay. It just always bothered me that I could never figure out what the tricks were, you know? So it was slightly annoying. But that's a good reason to make fun of it as well. And there's an arrogance about magicians, It's like, abracadabra, you're an idiot. Well, Las Vegas is a character, for sure. I mean, you feel like you're being sucked into a giant being of some sort. It's definitely got its own vibe completely when you're here, and I love it. I love the gaudy spectacle of it, And for about 2 days, and then I can't get out of here fast enough. Oh, I think he's hilarious, Don, and I thought he's a good technician, and he was great with actors and people, and he's just a good director all around. I think he certainly knows what's funny, working on 30 Rock for so long and stuff. He's a really hell of a guy too, really good guy. You know, Basically a director. One of the most important things about a director is you want it to be someone you don't want to disappoint. And he's one of those guys.